I wanted to go ahead and speak on this while it was something I want to speak about. All right. This is going to be a series of live streams where I speak on Western women. So that is what you're going to see basically this week. Okay. Maybe going into next week. But shout out to everybody that's here early. I appreciate it. The moderators that are here, the chat members, the people that support me on Patreon, I appreciate it. We're going to talk about the situation with reality TV personality Erica Mena, who is pregnant with her second child by Safari, her husband, right? But because was caught on video dancing with another woman, she wants to divorce him. And we're gonna get into this because I've already made I already made a video. I think I made 2 videos on their first divorce breakup, right? And people are saying it is for clout. People are saying this to promote themselves. They do have OnlyFans. Well, she does. And we're gonna get into that. Let's see who's here. Jane, Steven, Caleb, AFA TV, Julian, Trill, Charm, Lando, Black Rain. I funked her first. John, Mark, Gerald, see Snake Eyes, Shawty 7, Andronicus, Yeet, Keith, JR Meadows, Gary, Major Leagues, what's up? Make sure y'all like the stream. This may not be a long live stream. I just wanted to come and speak on this. And I want to tell you why a lot of Western women are very confused. They're a confused bunch. They're a very confused bunch. They don't know whether they want to be in relationships, single, married. They don't know. They're just very confused. And I think it has a lot to do with their upbringing, how they were raised, you know, but we'll get into that. I want to talk about some video content that I've been producing. I know I've been talking about what's been going on with Kwame Brown and some others. And I noticed that there are now people going at him. Okay? I want y'all to understand something. Whenever there's something to be gained, you always are going to have people trying to cling on to whomever can get them viewership, get them subscribers, even though they don't make any video content of their own. They just piggybacking off somebody else. At least with me, I make video content about a lot of different things. I don't zero in on one person and be like the hater of that particular person. But I noticed that there are people who are doing that. And those are the type of people you can't trust, and you can't help those people. And what's sad is I noticed that males turn on each other so quickly, but then they get mad when content creators don't feature just males. Because when you have a group of males who are not very respectful of the people who make the content, they're not they are looking for any reason to be adversarial. They're looking for any reason to hate. Jealousy is crazy. Let me tell you something. Jealousy is not going to help you in life. You're still going to be working that job you hate. You're still not going to be able to date the women you want to date, which is probably the only reason why you watch certain content creators, because you're bitter because you can't get the women you want. So you got these guys who have no talent whatsoever. They want to talk about other people and they want to disrespect other people, right? But if they were in that same position, they'd be crying and playing the victim. Can't work with people like that. You cannot deal with people like that. That's why I deal with very few people. If you want to know why I don't deal with a lot of people, it's because I see people for who they are, not for who they want people to see them as. And I think that's very important. You need to see people for who they are. and not the facade that they want to portray out there, even though it's very easy to see right through them. I can see right through a lot of you people, and I'm pretty sure others can as well, if they're honest. But being bitter at somebody else and finding any reason to hate them only makes you look bad. It actually makes them look great, because you're focusing all your energy on that person instead of focusing that energy on yourself. That's why you got people who will never be able to be great content creators. They too busy, gossiping, with other people, putting other people's business out there. Just like with Charlemagne, you put people's business out there to leave to interpretation. And then you got these weirdos that want to troll you when they have a difference of opinion. Make sure y'all like the stream, huh? It's a lot of weirdos out here. A lot of weirdos, man. And these males wonder why women don't want to them or respect them. You know what's crazy is that I noticed that you got people whose jealousy meter is going up ×5. Their jealousy meter is higher than it's ever been. Listen, if I was a guy like Kwame Brown and I gained the following, I gained in a short amount of time, maybe I'd feel bitter too. Maybe I'll feel some type of way. I don't know. I think people you got to understand that the crowd chooses. The crowd chooses. They didn't choose you because you're just not what they want. They listened to you and they said, you know what, you're not for me. That's just how the market is, right? Like, I can make videos about Western women, but you will still have women that will listen to me because they understand that I come from a place of common sense and reason. I have no intent on hating anybody. But some of you do, because a lot of you are weak. You're not any type of leadership material whatsoever. A lot of you guys don't understand that when you are doing content, or if you're a fan, you have to go into it knowing that either somebody's going to say something you don't like, or you're going to have a disagreement with them. But to create a disagreement lets me know everything I need to know about you males, why you don't get no respect out here, why you will never be able to grow a platform. Growing a platform off of hate and dissing other people is not going to go very far, because all that toxic energy is just going to come back and hit you in the face. That's all it's going to do. And that's why a lot of you are exactly where you're at, because you deserve to be right there in that same spot you've always been in, with no growth whatsoever. You don't have growth in life. You don't have growth online. You deserve to be a loser. Some of you deserve to be right where you at, losing, taking L's, and not getting no wins. And trolling other people is not a win, because you're focusing all that energy on other men instead of you focusing on bettering yourself and going out here and being a conqueror. You're being basically submissive to your own desires to go at another man. A lot of you males are obsessed with other men, and you need to admit it. The first step is admitting that there's a problem. And a lot of you have a problem being obsessed with other men. Sending me messages or trolling chat rooms and comment sections, it shows how obsessed you are, how submissive you are to my energy, because you want my attention so badly. And you're putting extra effort into getting people's attention. So therefore you have submitted to them. because you're seeking them out. You want them to notice you and acknowledge you. You basically just said, hey, I need that person's attention. I need their energy. That's what you guys look like, man. That's what you guys look like. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get into this topic. Apparently, reality TV personality, again, Erica Mena, she has broken up with Safari for like the 18th time, but she's filed for divorce. See if I can get this on screen. She's done now. I guess she's done. Over on the big screen. According to TMZ, it's over. According to TMZ, it's over. Let's see. Erica Mena files for divorce from Safari. No 2-year anniversary. Now, y'all got to understand something. This woman is pregnant. Okay, y'all see the thumbnail. As a matter of fact, I should put the picture back up. This woman is heavily pregnant, okay? They already have a child together. They reinforced their love for each other, but because he was on video dancing with another woman, all of a sudden now she wants to file this divorce. Look, she can do whatever she wants to do. She's an adult. But why now? And by looking at that particular video, it didn't look like to me that he was trying to, smash. Didn't look like that at all. But let's get into this article. Erica Mena is throwing in the towel on her marriage to Safari after less than 2 years as husband and wife, as she's currently expecting their second child. The Love and Hip Hop star just filed for divorce last Friday in Fayette County Superior Court in Georgia. Let's see, where they appear to have formally tied the knot in late 2019 and where they are currently residing. According to the docs obtained by TMZ, Erica's asking for primary physical custody of their 1-year-old daughter, Sapphire, but she's willing to share joint legal custody with Safari. She's also indicated she wants child support plus exclusive use of the home they currently share, because of course she has to film that OnlyFans content. She can't film that content if she's not living in that house. Okay? Let's see. That's her again, pregnant. The signs of a breakup might have been there in front of us all along, as Erica posed for a Prego shot just a few days ago and was not wearing her wedding ring. She wasn't trying to hide her finger either, and it doesn't look like she and Safari have been photographed together in quite a while. The crazy thing is that Erica has a bun in the oven right now, baby number 2 with Safari. Remember, she just had Sapphire last year, so they got back to baby making almost immediately. It was like a breakup to makeup almost. I think that happens with couples. They break up with each other and then they have makeup relations, and then everything just falls apart. What I want to know is how come these relationships only fall apart once they get pregnant? Like, you didn't see the signs before you got pregnant for the second time that you didn't want to be with them? Safari and Erica have a rich history, much of which has been depicted on a reality show, and it hasn't always been pretty.
Erica Mena fell off since that Chris Brown video nauseated face.
Appreciate that. Sorry, sir. They aired out a lot of their personal business on camera, so we're guessing their split is eventually play out on camera too. It probably will, because they need that reality show money. They need that reality show clout, and breaking up helps that. Which again, you can't wonder why, sometimes with these couples, whether it's authentic or not. I think we'll know it's authentic if he ends up having to pay child support. Now, if he ends up having to pay child support, we'll know that it's not a VH1 script, right? We'll know that he really got divorced from her, which is why you don't marry women that you're not going to be faithful to, or you're not in a arrangement, because you know there are couples that get in arrangements, right, to where the husband can go out and do what he wants to do, right? Maybe even a wife going out doing so. Maybe they bring a third woman into it. That does happen. But one of the things that it's really annoying is how women will get pregnant by a guy, right, that they're dating, right, they're in a relationship with, and then they will have that person's baby, and then they will break up with the person and act like the person is the worst thing ever. It's like, wait a minute, you were having consistent relations with this guy for months. You mean to tell me that once he got you pregnant, you all of a sudden saw the light? You didn't see the light before you got pregnant? Now, after you're pregnant, now all of a sudden you seeing these warning signs. He's not acting right. Yeah, because he didn't want to have a child with you. That's why he's not acting right. And now she wants child support. She wants primary custody, but she will allow him to visit his child.
She hit him with the praying mantis. Beware, fellas.
You said that, joke, eh? Like, listen, I know they were married, so kids are expected. When two people are married to each other, you know, kids are going to come from that. They are. I'm not naive to think they won't. But I just want to know, why is it that you have women, these Western women, getting into these relationships with men, and then once she's pregnant and the baby's almost here, yo, I'm back. I had a phone call. No glitch. It was no glitch. No glitch. It was just you know, I'm here. Like the stream. Alright. Alright. Let me get back to where I was. I was on the phone. I had a phone call. People always want to call me when I'm live.
A hip dog will holla. Keep hitting them with that truth.
Appreciate it, Quavius. It's always like that. Let's see. Right. With these women. Listen. When you got women who are used to no accountability when it comes to their womb, right? That's why you have them getting abortions the way that they do. Having mass children by multiple guys, maybe one, but mostly multiple. It's nothing for them to have a kid with the guy and then break up with him. That should not be how it is. But it is like that because these women have never been held accountable. Because to them, even if they have a child, there's always going to be a man to come along and play stepfather. And that's the type of culture that we have. We have people who are you got these males that are so willing to play stepdaddy, right? And it causes these women not to have any accountability whatsoever. And because they don't have any accountability whatsoever, it's easy for them to misuse their womb. And then years later, they want to level up. And it's like, well, wait a minute. You want to level up when you done misuse your womb? You done had all these children? No accountability? Where is the accountability? You know? So when you look at the dating market, it's oversaturated. You got women who are divorced, women that are single, women who they're not really looking for anything serious. It's oversaturated. But you have a lot of single mothers, man. A lot of women that have misused their womb over the years, getting in relationships with guys, or having a friends with benefits situation where they're sleeping with guys unprotected and they're having children and they're breaking up with those guys before the baby is even born. Before the baby is even born, they're breaking up with these guys. Which shows you that they don't even care about their womb like that. And women should protect their womb. They shouldn't be out here misusing it, right? You should care who you have children by. You also got women that will have, now again, Erica Mena was married to Safari, so she waited until she was married, right? But you're pregnant and you're filing for divorce over a video of Safari dancing on a female, which lets me know that either this is some sort of publicity for a reality TV show or to promote the OnlyFans. But to me, it didn't look like he was cheating. Unless, you were waiting for an opportunity to divorce him. Maybe he was able to talk his way out of it last time, but this time you had enough. Maybe you were waiting for the right moment. Maybe she was already pregnant. And once that baby is born, she can go have her, well, I don't know if she's going to have that baby anytime soon. I was going to say maybe she have a hot girl summer, but maybe she have a hot girl fall whenever the baby's here, right? A lot of these Western women do not take care of their womb, which is why they end up in failing relationship after failing relationship, because of the no accountability, and there's always a sucker willing to fill that void. And what's funny is that they won't even want to have their kid. They done had the kid by the guy they claim is ain't shit, right? But they ain't gonna have your kid because they don't, they willing to have the other guy's kid, the guy that won't stick around, but they will not try to have your kid at all. That's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. But again, this could all just be for show. But she's really filing documents. She didn't file documents last time. When that situation happened with Safari, I think that was just a spur of the moment. I think she may have been caught off guard, and she wasn't really prepared to leave. Maybe this time she was prepared to leave, and she had been. This could have been a situation too, where she was prepping to leave Safari. Like she was really prepping to leave Safari, and you know she just bided her time until she was ready to up and leave this guy. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Like the stream, people. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Yeah, she's not having none. Y'all notice that the stepdaddy, they never have children with the stepdaddy. The stepdaddy, they never have children with the stepdaddy. Okay? Well, sometimes, but most of the time, you're raising their children with somebody else, right? The guy that don't stick around. But you're sticking around though. You're sticking around though. You know, you're gonna play. You're gonna fly in with the cape on, and you're willing to fight. Shout out to Lanina, appreciate it. Yeah, likes are definitely free. Yes, Safari did say he regretted marrying her. And I don't think, again, he didn't file no paperwork when they broke up, quote unquote, last time. But this time she's filing paperwork. She's filing the paperwork. She was plotting on Safari, man. She probably was counting assets, seeing what she can get. She consulting lawyers. She was plotting on this guy, man. And now he gonna have 2 children he gonna have to pay child support for. So I don't know how he's gonna be able to afford that, but he might want to get on his OnlyFans game. Okay, because y'all know they got the OnlyFans together. What's up, Sydney? So that's 2 children she wants child support for. I'm telling you, man, for the last couple months, she been plotting on him, man, consulting lawyers, looking up how much income is coming in. You know, what do they own in assets, the house and cars and all that. You see, y'all, you know, you dudes turn your back. You think everything is good. And the next thing you know, you realize she done really went and filed paperwork. She done really went and filed paperwork. She done really got you out of here. Not got you out of here, but she really ready to get out of here. Taking primary custody of your kids. That's why you need to be careful about who you get with, man. Y'all want these reality TV persons. Y'all want this public relationship. Well, when it falls apart, man, you have nobody but yourself to blame when it falls apart. You know? And no, she's not gonna get a big payout, but she wants child support. Child support still matters in all 50 states. Child support still matters in all 50 states. Shout out to Lanina Wyatt again. Y'all letting these women out here out donate y'all. What the I don't want to hear nothing from you males. Y'all letting the females come in here and out donate you. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Okay? You know? I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Probably ain't even like the stream either. I know it's early. I'm not early. I know it's kind of earlier than normal when I go live, but ain't shit changed. So again, don't marry women that you don't have any respect for, that you think is not wife material. I don't care if you're trying to push your social media career or your reality TV career. You wife up the wrong woman, you're going to regret it. And this might be a decision that he definitely will regret, because she's coming after him for money. She wants the house. She wants child support. So, I mean, he's going to have a lot to deal with, man. I'm telling you, man, I believe that she was waiting for an opportunity to leave this guy, and he ain't never even seen it coming. This is exactly why, again, when a woman knows you have no respect for her, when a woman knows that you see her as just another thought, they're gonna get their revenge. They're gonna get their revenge. You done put a ring on her finger, and you done gave her 2 children. They're gonna find a way to get payback. They're gonna find a way to get payback. Because she already knows that you see her like every other woman. But because these guys be so thirsty to push their reality TV show careers, they're willing to overlook that just so they can go on reality TV. Just so they can grow a following on social media with OnlyFans or whatnot. I wonder, is OnlyFans going to be in a divorce too? Because I believe they share one. Or they maybe have separate ones, but I believe they shared one. So is that going to be a part of the divorce? You know? Is that going to be part of the divorce? The one thing a lot of Western women don't want is they don't want men to see them for who they are. And if you tell a woman how you really feel about her, she will never forget it, and she will always try to get back at you. He basically told her,
I remember
how
when
he
Finn
feels.
and Erica were the hottest thing on Love and Hip Hop.
Appreciate that, Shotty 7. He basically told her how he felt about her, and I'm telling y'all, she never forgot that, and she always remembered that, and she was gonna get back at him. The one thing I will say about her though, she always finds a man to be with, man. She always finds somebody to be with. She was with Bow Wow. She was with somebody else, I believe, and then she got with Safari, and she's always been able to find somebody. And I believe she feels like she can find it again. Find it. I see you, Sarah. What's up? What is Western women? Western women are women who are in a Western Western women are women who are from the West. Like if you go to a foreign country, they always talk about the West. The West. They're talking about North America, even South America, the UK. You could even add Europe in there.
Howdy, and keep speaking true. True honor to you.
Thank you, Silent Gary. Appreciate that. Shout out to the OG, Silent Gary. Silent Gary's like the last white subscriber I think I have. Think I have any more? Maybe 2. Maybe I have two Caucasian subscribers. Silent Gary is one of them. I think I've lost a lot of them over the years. Or they just watching from wherever. Maybe they're just watching from whatever. Jaylon says, I'm a new subscriber. Okay, shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the new subscribers. But yeah, gentlemen, understand this. I don't care how much you think you're putting it down in the bedroom. I don't care how much game you think you have. Women will always have a wandering eye, especially if they feel like you've disrespected them. If they feel like you cheated on them, or they're gonna do some savage shit to get back at you. All right, Alpha Man, cool. Continue to like the stream. Yeah, if they listen, they find you cheating. They think that you have embarrassed them in any type of way. They're gonna get back at you, man. You embarrassed them. You damaged their quote unquote reputation. You know, you told the truth about them. You talk about how you regret. You know, you make it seem like they're a slur, right? You think if you expose the fact that they're slurs, man. I mean, shit. Ain't no telling what she gonna do, man. And then they'll be real calm about it too, man. Like you'll never see it coming. Like you think Safari saw it coming that the woman that he's married to that's about to have his second child was gonna go and divorce him. He didn't see that coming. She might have did cheat on him. Maybe that's why she took him back. But I don't think cheating is the thing. I think she was looking for any reason to file those divorce papers. But yeah, you got to be careful, man. A woman who's seeking revenge, man, like you will never see it coming. You'll never see it coming, man. She will try to inflict some type of distress on you, or she'll do something that she knows that you're not gonna like. And she'll have the satisfaction of knowing that she did something to you. That's what you guys gotta understand. I hear these guys talk about how they deal with women, this, that, and the third. I know they're lying. A lot of these people I be hearing talking about they have all this game and they can get all these women. Yeah, right, sir. Yeah, right, sir. Okay. Men who deal with women, in a way that they avoid the pitfalls a lot of you guys get into, they never brag about it because it comes natural. You don't brag about something that comes natural, right? Just the interview where she did, he was saying her body changed and that made her angry. She was definitely going to do this. Yeah, man. Once you tell a woman about herself, her looks, it's, she's gonna find a way to get payback. She's gonna find a way to get payback. You know what's crazy? Like, I hear people talk about the red pill philosophy and men going their own way. They love to talk about how those guys are incels, they can't get no women. But you be seeing all these guys that claim they get all these women and they all this, that, and third. They have the hardest time being able to control them and deal with them. They have all these crazy stories, man. And it's like, wait a minute, man. I thought you got all this game, sir. You getting all these women. Why you got all these stories of you taking L's to these women, man? Why are these women putting hands on you, man? Why are these women disrespecting you so easily? Cheating on you. Oh, man.
Why would any man get married in this day and time? You gotta be a damn fool. I have.
Shout out to Rocksteady. It's because it's either for financial gain or it's for a situation where they grew up in a two-parent household and therefore they want the same type of family that they grew up in. They want a two-parent structure. There are people who grew up in a two-parent household who want a two-parent household for themselves and their children. So that mindset is never going to go away. That mindset is never going to go away. Okay? You're still going to have men who are going to want to get married. No matter what we say or do, nothing is going to change that. Nothing is going to change that. But if you're going to marry a woman, one thing you need to be very clear on is if you want to get married, and two, are you with a woman who is wife material? Those are the two things you need to ask yourself. I'm not the biggest fan of marriage. I don't think it's really worth it. I don't think you need to sign a contract just to let somebody know that you care about them. You don't have to do that. But people do that because they want the validation of being married to somebody, right? Now, if you are marrying like the ex-wife of a billionaire, and you're a school teacher, or you're doing whatever, I mean, if you want to get married, more power to you. All right, that's definitely a level up. That's a level up of level ups. If you get out here and marry the billionaire ex-wife, or the ex-wife of a billionaire that got a huge payout. You want to get married to her, I mean, hey, more power to you. Hopefully everything is good in your life, right? But a lot of times you got guys that, they don't get married because they know they have a lot to lose. Because they just don't know the type of. But I do think that it's up to us as men to choose the right women. We can't be out here just choosing the wrong women and thinking that that's gonna be success. That's not gonna be success. That's not gonna be success. You're out here choosing the wrong women, and then you want to get mad because you're choosing the wrong women. If you look at Safari married Erica Mena for the wrong reasons. He married her for the wrong reasons. He married her for a social media career, for OnlyFans, or because he was sexually attracted to her, right? You gotta marry for more than being just attracted to somebody physically. What qualities do they bring to the relationship? Are they wife material? Do you see them being the mother of your children? Can you take this person around your family members? If you can't take a woman around your family members, then you should not be in no relationship or marriage with that woman. Period.
At the altar, planning the divorce at the same time as the marriage.
Appreciate that, Max Headroom, and shout out to Snake Eyes. Yeah, Erica Mena is known to be violent. Once again, you have to choose better. You know somebody's history and you wife them up anyway. Now again, they could be fighting behind the scenes too that we just don't know about. Maybe she's changed. Maybe she's mellowed out a bit, right? Maybe she's mellowed out a bit. Who knows? Make sure y'all like the stream. Salute to everybody that's here. Yeah, she does. I mean, again, that's why you guys got to do better in the women that you're choosing. We can't just always point the finger at the women if y'all are choosing women that just are not capable of being in a long-term relationship. Shout out to everybody that's here. Man, shout out to the people that's donating. Appreciate that. Let me say this about Patreon content. I know it's been over a week or so since I put a new Patreon video out. I've been busy, but I promise you it will be a new video this week, and I guarantee you're gonna like that video, man, because we're really gonna get into these we're gonna get into the critical simp theory. We're gonna get it. That's gonna be my new series on Patreon. It's gonna be called the Critical Simp Theory, and we're gonna talk about what these males won't do for the love of a woman that they are with. If it's shooting their ex-boyfriends, or them, hopping into a situation that's only going to be detrimental to themselves. We're going to talk about that critical simp theory. We're going to get into the critical simp theory. All right. We got males caping for other males. I mean, the critical simp theory needs to be talked about. And that's going to be like the new series that we're going to discuss. I think we really definitely need to get into that. And also stop saving people that don't want to save themselves. We could say that in this situation, right? But again, marry for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. You can avoid a lot of these pitfalls, man. Get into relationships for the right reasons, people. Or you're going to end up losing a lot of time and effort, or whatever it is you're trying to do. Oh, let me see. All right. But yeah, critical simp theory, we're going to get into it, man. What's wrong with you males? We really got to talk about you males. Stop marrying women that you don't have any ounce of respect for. That you don't see as wife material, but you wife them up because you think it's going to get you a check. It's going to end up coming back on you full circle to where you're now paying that woman child support so she can go lay up with somebody else. And she has primary custody, and she can keep you away from your children. These guys put themselves in these situations, man, and they want to blame everybody else but themselves. Like, you got these part-time red pillers. They come to social media because they're part-time red pillers. As soon as they're able to gain some confidence, right, to go and go through life, because they didn't have that confidence because their ex destroyed them. Now they want to flip and turn against the red pill philosophy and attack it because they don't think they need it anymore, right? That's a part of the critical simp theory, and because of that psychology, a lot of you guys will continue to take L's. A lot of you guys will continue to get played and disrespected by these women, even though you listened, you didn't learn anything, because these women are continuing to destroy your psyche. So you go running right back to social media to find some confidence, right? Shout out to Michael. We got marriage distorted. Stop incentives for women to leave. Change the law. Well, as long as it benefits women, they're not going to change anything until women stand up and say enough of this. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take women having to pay child support and spousal support for them to actually make those changes, because again, it's only affecting men, so yeah, man, you got these part-time red pillars, man. These guys are part-time, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are, they are they're hurt. Now they are the hurt ones, because they come here and they want to be a part of a group, and then they turn on the group and they feel like they don't need them anymore. Or when there's a pretty face. Whenever there's a pretty face that show up, here these guys go acting like complete buffoons, man. All part of that critical simp theory we gonna get into on Patreon, man. That might be the best series I do, the critical simp theory. until women start getting affected by child support and spousal support, yeah, nothing's gonna change. There was actually a small group of women almost 5 years ago. They did an interview where they were like a women's group against child support. No, it was a women's group against spousal support, because I guess one of the women in the group was inspired because her husband was paying his ex-wife's spousal support and she didn't like it. So because she didn't like the fact that her husband had to pay spousal support, she went and started a group for married women or women who are, I guess, with men who pay child or spousal support. They came together and they want to make changes to laws. And I'm saying to myself, that still may be a small group, but when women see a decrease in their money, they're gonna try to change things. They're not gonna want their husbands to be paying the ex-wife a dime. But if they weren't with that man, they call him a deadbeat if he wasn't paying his spousal support. That's the thing. I'm not saying that every woman is after a man's money. I'm talking about the gold digger, lazy Western women who want to be taken care of. They have all these opportunities and they squander them because they're lazy and they don't want to work for anything, because to get paid out here, unless you own your own business, you're gonna have to work. You got a lot of these women who don't want to work, so they want to get into relationships with men with money, so those men can take care of them. That's what they're looking for. They're not even looking for qualities. He just has to have money. Maybe an older, maybe like almost like a father figure in a weird way. These women want older men with money who can guide them until they don't need that guy anymore. They toss him to the side. Salute to everybody that's here. Nothing is going to be changed unless women can get on board. I know some of y'all ain't gonna like it, but that's just the way reality. That's the reality of society. That's the reality of society. Because women, for the most part, still hold a lot of sway in society. That's why these women's groups are very much so feared, because they still hold a lot of weight in the media. You piss off one woman, you piss off all of them. This can't just be up to men to change things. Yeah, it's up to men to speak on these issues, to put these issues to the forefront of people's minds. But you're gonna need to add in more groups. You can't just do it with one. And we all know that you males are not going to fight. A lot of y'all don't have no fight in you. A lot of y'all are fightless. Y'all are more flight than fight. I see it on I see it on YouTube every day. I see it on social media every day. A lot of you guys are more flight than fight. You will throw a rock and you will run as fast as you can, because you don't want to get caught in that glare. Because once that glare gets on you, a lot of you guys don't know how to handle it. So we know a lot of you males are not going to fight. When push comes to shove, y'all are running. Y'all not fighting. That's why I say it's gonna take more than men to make that change. Because a lot of these males are not going. They're not built for that. Generation of men raised by women, they're not ready for that. So you're going to need those groups to come together and help you. If not, there is not going to be now. Because somebody asked me this recently, do I see any changes coming as far as law is concerned? I said not unless you have other groups that come together. You males are not going to be able to do it because y'all don't have what it takes. A lot of y'all just don't have what it takes, and the world knows it. That's why they marginalize you. That's why they marginalize. That's why you got grown men apologizing to other countries for saying that one country isn't a country when it actually is a country. That's how weak Americanized men are. Western men have gotten weak and cowardly. Weak, cowardly, and selfish. I mean, we talking about multiple generations. We talking about millennial, Gen X, Gen Z. Y'all know a lot of Gen X women are crazy and single. We all know a woman who's 35 and older that's single. A lot of them. And they're teaching these younger women the same dysfunctional mumbo jumbo that they have embraced. So we got multiple generations of women that are screwed up. They are. I think there's a lot of Gen X women who are in marriages they wish they could be out of, but they're complacent. They are good with that because they don't want to be single. They don't know what being single is. A lot of these women been in a relationship for 20 years. Probably more. Okay. Salute to everybody that's here. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't. I just wanted to come here and do this afternoon live stream. Alright. Hopefully it's much appreciated. Maybe. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure you follow me on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The links are in the description. And go to my Teespring store and buy some stuff. I got some new stuff in there. Why don't y'all go buy some? All right. And follow me on Patreon. I'm putting exclusive content up there. And subscribe to the channels. I'm thinking about doing a clip channel where I clip the phone calls and put it on its own channel. I'm thinking about doing that. So if you would like to see that, let me know in the comment section. Or you can let me know right now in the chat room. If you'd like to see me clip out these phone calls, put it on its own channel. And shout out to y'all. Alright, people. Go watch the videos I posted today. I posted 2 new videos today on my Jaye Black channel. Y'all go and check them out. And I'll see y'all on the next live stream. All right, y'all take care.